fantastic. This is Caroline. How are you all doing? So today I want to show you guys some different creatures and we're going to get to know different animals. And I'm outside right now baking in the sun while my assistant is hard at work. He's trying to capture some turtles for us to check out. And later on we're going to go inside and visit some mysterious and fancy lizards and learn about other animals that you may not know. So stick with us. And I wanted to introduce to you my fancy bearded dragon friend. The bearded dragon is actually a lizard, so you don't have to worry about, a modern day dragon coming at us. But you know how the bearded dragon did get its name? Because when it gets really angry, it puffs off its throat. The real scientific name of a bearded dragon is Pagona viticeps. Can you say it with me? Pagona viticeps. So the bearded dragon actually originates from Australia in the desert regions where it's super dry. And a long time ago, back in the early 1900s, somehow the bearded dragons began to make their way over to the United States. My guess is somebody brought it over on a boat. And then after that, the bearded dragons are now one of the most popular pets in the United States. So what I wanted to do with you today is share a couple of facts that you may not know about bearded dragons. All right, so first, did you know that bearded dragons, they don't pee? That's true. They don't pee. Even a well-hydrated bearded dragon does not need to urinate. And this is because, and so you don't have to worry if, Fred is sitting on your shoulder, you're not gonna feel a wet spot all of a sudden. And this is because they come from a desert climate. They have to conserve water, so they're not going to waste any liquid at all. So they keep it all in and reuse it as necessary. Another fact that you may not know about the bearded dragon is they can sleep standing up. While I've never seen Fred sleep standing up, in the wild, it has been documented that they can sleep standing up. So you'll see them and they'll just be up on their 2 feet. Let's see if we can get Fred to dance on his 2 little feet. And they might just sleep like that. He feels a little bit scared when I do that, so I'm not gonna do that to him. Another really cool fact about bearded dragons that I didn't even know about before is that they have a third eye. It's called a parietal eye. So if you can see here, there's a little indentation right up top on their head, and that's their third eye. Basically, it's not like an eye where you can see things like their normal eyes that are on the sides of their head, but it's an eye where they can sense shadows flying. So if they were living in the wild and a bird flew overhead in the shadow, they would know that the predator is coming and they could escape to safety. So they do have a third eye. All right, so sometimes you may also see that your bearded dragon may bulge their eyes. Why do they do that? It's kind of scary. Well, nobody really knows, but I thought this was a cool fact to share. Maybe they have high eye pressure and their eyes have to bulge, or when they yawn, their eyes will bulge out. Either way, it's pretty harmless. You don't have to worry about anything. Another really cool fact is that there are bumps on them. So actually you see me petting Fred a lot and you see a lot of these bumps on him. They're actually used to collect water. Yeah, that's true. They collect water into their body and on top of their body. So if they get thirsty, all they do is they just tip the water towards the top of their head and they can actually tip their head down and the water goes into their mouth. Cool fact. All right, another thing. Look at these really sharp spikes. They're actually kind of rubbery. Oh, they are very rubbery and they don't hurt at all. But in the wild, or if they really do feel attacked, they can make these spikes actually really sharp and they will hurt you. And right now, because we're in a friendly environment, I can touch Fred's spikes and they're just really rubbery. And there's Fred going. He has a mind of its own. He's taking a look at his ancestor, another type of dragon, although this one's a little fluffier and softer. All right, so we're gonna play a quick little game to see what you know about the bearded dragon. You may have played a game before called 2 Truths and a Lie, but we're gonna play something a little bit different and it's called 3 Lies and a Truth. So I'm going to give you 4 statements. 3 of them are not true and 1 of them is true. Using the Zoom or WebEx poll, Decide which one you think is the true statement about the bearded dragon. All right, here we go. And you're also going to see it show up on your screen, but I'll also tell you what the statements are. First statement, you need to decide if it's true or not. Bearded dragons can swim. They can swim in deep water and they're really good swimmers, but it's best to take them out of the water pretty quickly so that they can rest. Statement 2, the bearded dragon is a distant relative of the well-known Komodo dragon. Statement 3, the bearded dragon is completely deaf, just like the chameleon or chameleon, however we like to say it, but they're totally deaf. They can't hear a single thing that we're doing right now. And my final statement is that the bearded dragon will shed its tail when it's under duress or when it feels like it's under attack. Basically, it'll just let its tail pop right off and it'll run away and that tail will grow back. So I'm going to stop here right now. Vote on which one you think is the true statement that I just gave. The answers for the Zoom poll have now come in. How many of you chose number 1 as the only statement that is true, that bearded dragons can swim? If you did, say, that's me. All right, you are correct, and congratulations. Do a little happy dance. Woohoo! All right, guys, we are going to take a quick break from learning about all these awesome creatures, and we are going to do a little feeding session because you know why? These guys have been really hungry. So I'm going to bring over my assistant, and he's going to help me feed these creatures. So let's get started. All right, so first one that we're going to be approaching is a chameleon. Oh, no. That's a chameleon. So take a look at him through the wired mesh. But my assistant is going to be coming up now and feeding the chameleon, also known as Fred 4, some crickets. Oh, take a look at these crickets. Oh my goodness. So the chameleon is sensing that there's food. And let's see what he does. Hey guys, so welcome back outside with us. My assistant Isaac, he is putting our red-eared slider down in the grass to take a little walk with us. And I wanted to share with you some quick facts about the red-eared slider. So red-eared sliders are one of the most common turtle pets in the United States. You can find them everywhere. And they're actually all over the world. But there is one place where they are not, and that is Antarctica. You are not going to find them there because it is just too cold for them. These guys also become less active during the winter. When it gets colder, these turtles are going to swim down towards the bottom of the pond and hang out down there, and they communicate with each other just through touch and vibration. This is my chance to break out. Isaac, tell me more about Rock. How old do you think he is?
1 year.
He's about 1 year old. When he becomes like 5 or 6, how big will he be?
He'll be about like around twice the size. Like.
And what's your favorite thing about the red-eared slider here?
Well, sometimes I see them basking on the big blue, like little bit of flotation that they use, and it's really fun to watch them.
Hey guys, that was an awesome interview. Thanks so much, Isaac. All right, who's ready for some more animal feeding? I'm gonna bring back out the bearded dragon. We're gonna watch him eat some different things he likes to eat. All right, let's do it. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us through this episode. We learned so much about the bearded dragon, the red-eared slider, and we got to watch the animal feedings. I have to really thank my assistant Isaac over here, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. So I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Have an awesome time at Camp Fantastic, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye!